Picture this. February 1959, 9 seasoned hikers, full of life and ambition, venture into the icy wilderness of Russia's Ural Mountains. They were supposed to conquer a peak, but instead the mountain conquered them. They never returned. When the search party finally found their campsite weeks later, the scene was utterly chilling. It wasn't what was missing that was scary, it was what was left behind. Their tent was sliced open, but not from the outside, it was cut from within. All their gear, warm boots, heavy jackets, food was still there, perfectly arranged. But the hikers? They were gone. They had fled, some barefoot, into the brutal sub-zero blizzard. The rescuers found them scattered across the desolate landscape, their bodies telling a silent, terrifying story. Some were found wearing only their underwear, despite the lethal cold. Their bodies showed bizarre injuries, strange bruises, internal damage, and even burns. One man had a severely fractured skull. A young woman was missing her tongue. And to make it even stranger, traces of radiation were found on their clothes. What could possibly make 9 experienced mountaineers abandon their only shelter and run to their deaths in a freezing storm? The official Soviet investigation was suspiciously quick and vague. They closed the case, blaming an overwhelming natural force. That explanation satisfied no one and only fueled decades of speculation. The theories started flying. The most logical one was an avalanche, but the evidence didn't quite fit. The slope wasn't steep enough for a major slide, and the rescuers saw no signs of one. So what else could it be? People whispered about secret military weapons tests gone horribly wrong, exposing the hikers to something they shouldn't have seen. And then, the theories got wilder. Could it have been an encounter with something not of this world? UFO sightings were reported in the area around that time. Others pointed to local legends of the Yeti, the Russian snowman, or even infrasound, a low-frequency sound that can induce panic and terror. Each theory tried to piece together the clues. The internal injuries with no external wounds, the missing tongue, the radiation. Just a few years ago, in 2019, Russian prosecutors reopened the case, hoping modern science could finally solve the puzzle. Their official conclusion? A slab avalanche. They argued that a small delayed snowslide could have cracked and moved slowly, creating a terrifying sound that panicked the hikers and forced them to cut their way out and flee. It explains their haste, but does it explain everything else? Many still aren't convinced. The families of the victims and independent researchers argue that a small avalanche couldn't have caused such severe, crushing injuries. The mystery of the missing tongue and the radiation remains unexplained by this theory. So here we are, over 60 years later, still haunted by the same questions. What really happened on that cursed mountain, a place the local Mansi people call the Mountain of the Dead? Was it a tragic accident, a military cover-up, or something far more sinister and unexplainable? 9 hikers went in, and none came out. The truth of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, it seems, was buried forever beneath the silent, unforgiving snow.
What do you think happened that night?
Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed diving into history's greatest unsolved mysteries, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. See you next time.